Yes, good morning guys. Today we will start concept of compound interest. Compound interest. Okay. The compound interest concept is developed from the concept of percentage. Percentage. Right? How the compound interest is calculated by the method of percentage. Now we will see. First there is a number 100. Initially it is incremented by 10%, and again it is incremented by 20%, and again it is incremented by 25%. Then what is the final increment? What is the total increment? So here the 100 of 10% is 100 cancel, it is 10. Now it will become here 110. Again 110 of 20% is 22, means 22 plus previously 110. Now it will become 132. Okay. Then one 32 of 25%. 25 ones, 25 fours. 4 ones, 4 3s are 12. Again 4 3s are 12. Means 33 plus 132. Now it will become 165. Means if you observe here, from 100 to 165, what is the total increment? The total increment is 65%. How it is calculated? Percent increment is equal to difference divided by a smaller number into 100, right? So that is percent increment is equal to, what is the difference? 100 and 65. 165. 65, the lowest number is 100 into 100. So how much percentage is incremented is 65%. But if you observe here, initially you are increasing 10%, again you are increasing 20%, again you are increasing 25%. Means totally how much percent you are increasing? That is 50. This is 45 plus 10, 55%. But actually how much it is increasing? 65%. Isn't it or not? Yes. Now listen, next. Means the total increment in the previous example is how much here? Right? 65%. Now we will calculate this is an easy manner. How? Let's see. The first increment and the second increment and the third increment. Okay. The first it is incremented by 10%. Next it is incremented by 20%. Next it is incremented by 25%. Right? 10% means that is 10 out of 100, nothing but 1 out of 10. 1 out of 10. 25% means 25 out of 100. Right? Nothing but 1 out of 5. 25% means 25 out of 100. Nothing but 1 out of 4. Okay. If you observe here, the denominators all are old numbers. These all are old numbers. These all are old numbers. Then whatever the numerators you are having, plus 1, plus 1, plus 1, These are incremented values. These are incremented values. Means if you take here old out of present or current, old out of present or current, how much it is increasing? The old value first for initially is 10, again next is 5, again next is 4. The current values out of 10, 1 incremented means it is nothing but 11 into, then 5 initially, 1 incremented means 6, again into 4, it is incremented 1 means 5. So right, again we have 5 ones, 5 twos, 2 threes, 2 twos, then nothing is left out. So that is old by current is equal to, old by current is equal to 5 twos are 10, 10 into 2 20 divided by 32, right? Then what is a percent increment? Therefore the percentage increased is equal to increment divided by smaller number into 100, right? Then what is the difference you are having here? You are having a difference of 13, right? Then what is the smaller number is 20, so that is 13 out of 20 into 100. 25 ones 25, 20 ones 25. So how much percent increment? 65%. The same logic also you are getting here. This is the way what we are doing, means successive increments, means successive increments. Understood or not? In the same way, the compound interest, in the same way, the compound interest. What is a compound interest means? Compound interest. Compound interest. The compound interest is calculated on two ways. So one is interest on principal, interest on principal, as well as interest on interest, interest on interest. Let me simple. So right, for example, the same case what we discussed now. So that is old out of current you are writing. So old out of current. Right, the old value is initially how much you are having in the previous slide. Right, it is 10, 5, 4. Right, 10, 5, 4. Then the new values are 11, 6, 5. You can directly cancel these things. How? 5 ones, 5 twos. Why? These are ratios. Again 2 twos, 2 threes. Right? Then how much you are getting as same again? 33 this is, and again this is what? 20. So the old one is your principal. The compound interest we will call, the old one is your principal, and the current one we will call it as amount. Amount means the interest is calculated on principal only. Principal only means amount is equal to principal. Sometimes we call it as sum plus interest. Sum plus interest. Okay. The difference between the amount as well as sum is nothing but your interest. Means interest is equal to, right, amount minus sum. Amount minus sum. So this is your interest. The 13 is your interest. Understood or not? Right? So by this is what we discussed. So first you are learning that the compound interest is a series of increasing. From the percentages. Nextly you are seeing that how it is incremented in a single manner, in a single step you are seeing. Okay, let me complete one example. in detail. Okay, let the principal is, let's say, 1000 rupees. Okay, then the number of years are 3 years, right? Then the rate for first year is 10%. Then the rate for second year, is 20%, and the rate for third year is 30%. Now the question is, calculate compound interest. Then what is a compound interest? So we will do this question in an easy manner, that is successive increment. How? Let's see. First it is initially 1000, then first year it is incremented by 10%, again next it is incremented by 20%, again next incremented by 30%. Right? Now let's see how it will be. 1000 of 10% is 100. Right? Now it will become 1100. Again 1100 of 20% is, so 20 ones, 25s, 5 ones, 5 twos, 5 twos, 0. So that is 1100 plus 220. It will become 1320. Again 30% means 1320 of 30%. 2 zeros cancel. 3 2s are 6, 3 3s are 9, 3 1s are 3. Right? Again 320 plus 396. It will become 1716. Right? If you observe here, the total principal P will become an amount in how many years? 3 years. Right? How much it is? So the compound interest is nothing but the difference between the amount and the principal, that is sum. So how much you'll get as amount? 1716 minus 1000 rupees. It is nothing but 716 is your compound interest. This is successive increment. Let's see, this is in some other manner. Now let's see. The interest for first year is how much percent? 10%. Yeah, 10% is nothing but plus 1 by 10. So nothing but the denominator is your old value, nothing but that is principal or sum, and this is your increased value. Now raise R2 will become 20%, nothing but 20 out of 100, nothing but 1 out of 5, and this is your sum, and this is your increased value. Again R3 is 30%, nothing but 3 out of 10, nothing but this is your sum, and this is your increased value. The compound interest is calculated by means of like this. Principal is to amount. I am going exactly, the old is current. Previously it is we are writing as old, and now it is writing as current. Right? In the same way, previously principal is 10, now it is incremented 11. Previously principal is 5, now amount will become 6. Previously it is 10, again it is incremented by 3, means 30. Now do the calculations, the cancellation. How? So write 2 3s, 2 5s, and nothing will be cancelled out. Okay. Then how much you are getting? 5 5s are 25, that is 250. Again 11 3s are 33, so that is, or 13 3s are 39 into 11. 11 9s are 99, 11 3s are 33. 33 plus 9 is, so that is 429. So this is what you are having. The difference between the principal and the amount is your compound interest. This is your CI. How much is CI? How much is your compound interest is? So 9 minus 0 is 9. Right, 12 minus 5 is 7. And again 3 minus 2 is 1. So the compound interest duplicate is 179. So nothing but the principal 250 units or 250 parts is given in the question is 1000 rupees. Then what about this compound interest 179 units? That is 179 parts. How? So very simple, 179 out of 250 into 1000. 0 0 cancel, 1 is the 4. So again you will get as 716. Okay. So this is your compound interest by calculating the second method. This is called second method. I will tell you some other method in an easy manner. This is third method. How let's see. So this is first year and this is second year and this is third year. For all the years, first year or second year or third year, the simple interest or compound interest for the constant years is same. Initially 1000 of 10% is 100, right? Again 1000 of 20% is 200. Again 1000 of 30% is 300, isn't it? Then next what we will do? Then next like this. So up to this the total simple interest is 300 plus 200 plus 100 is 600. 600. Now here from this 200 of 10% is 20. Okay. Then 300 of 20% is 60. And again this one 100 of 30% is 30. Right? If you add 60 plus 30, not this somewhat wrong way. Now we'll do, sorry. Yes, now we'll do. Yes. So this is 100 of 10% is 10. 200 of 20% is 40. 300 of 30% is 90. Okay. Now how much will calculate that? 90 plus 10, 120, 130, 130 plus 10, 140. 140 means you are getting somewhat wrong. Now we'll do in the some other manner. So we'll do this is in some other manner of third method. We'll get that method also answer little later. I'll tell you, don't worry. See, third method is we are calculating 3 years compound interest, right? 3 years. So that is 3 into box plus 2 into box plus 1 into box. Now calculate. This box is nothing but the interest is calculated on only principal. So this 1000 of 10% is 300. Yes. Again second year. Second year is 20%. Right. So that is 1000 of 20% is 200. But come to here, you will get interest on interest, right? So that is this 1000 plus 200, that is 1200. 1200 of 30%. This is what we do. So 12 through the 36. That is 36. Now 900 plus 400 plus 36. Not this is. Again this is also going in a wrong manner. We'll do, sorry. So right, first and second methods are valid. Now we'll see. This is method we will do This is okay. Like this we can do all the questions in this way. Okay, right. So now we'll continue in the same class in the next. See, this is a different rate of interest for different years. If the compound interest for constant for throughout the years, let the principal is 10,000, then the rate is, let's say, 5%, then the number of years are firstly 2 years, and next 3 years, and next 2.5 years. Okay, now how we will calculate? Let's first 2 years, 2.5 years, and 3 years. Very simple here. 2 into box. When there is a constant years are there, that is 2.5 into box, 1.5 into box, plus 0.5 into box. Then 3 years, 3 into box, plus 2 into box, plus 1 into box. Now how the boxes are going to be filled? Here always the interest is calculated on principal only. 10,000 of 5% is 500. Then 500 of 5% is 25. Now how much? This is 1025 is your compound interest for 2 years. Then similarly same thing. Here 500 and here 25. But here 525 plus 525, that is 500 of, I will tell you, when come to here, right? Yes, when come to here is, when come to third year, if you are calculating compound interest for third year, it is 25 of 5% is 1.25. That is 25 plus 1.25. You will get as 26.25. That is, whenever you are doing the third step, the previous interest plus interest on interest. Now here also same thing. Again you will get us here 25, again here you will get us 26.2. That's what. Then addition only left out. Okay. So by this you can do all compound interest calculations. Now let's see one more example, but simple manner. Let the principal is same for easy purpose 5,000. Let the rate of interest is 2%. The time period is again 2 years, 3 years, 4 years, and 2.5 years. Okay. Now let's do calculated for 4 years. Means 4 into box plus 3 into box, 1 year gap, plus 2 into box plus 1 into box. The first box is 5,000 of 2%. 5,000 of 2% is 100. Again 100 of 2% is 2 rupees. Again 2 plus 2 of 2%. So nothing but here this is 2 2s are 4. 4 by 100 means 2.004. Again this is 2.004 plus 2.004 of 2%. That's what the calculation is going on. And again you will get as again 2.004, nothing but 124, right? So very simple. Then if you are calculating for 3 years compound interest, so that is 3 into box plus 2 into box plus 1 into box. The first box is again how much? 5000 of 2% is 100, and again next 102. This is what? Here also you should write as 102. Again here 102.004. Here also 102 point something. So here also 102.004. The interest on interest calculated. If you are calculating for 2 years, again same thing. 2 into box plus 1 into box. The first box is again the 5000 of 2%. The 5000 of 2% is 100. And again next year is 100 of 2% is 2 rupees. That is nothing but throughout the years this is continued like this. Okay. Yes. So this is, I think this is wrong. This is 100 correct, and this is 2 only, and this is same thing. 1 not again 2 point something. Again this is also 2.104. Here also same thing 2, and again here also 2.004. Again here also only 2 only. So this is how we will calculate for 2 years. Similarly for 2.5 years. Okay. We'll see one more example in a clear and easy manner. Let the principal is 10,000. 10,000. The rate of interest is, let's say, 10%. Right. Let the number of years are 2 years, 3 years, 4 years, and 2.5 years. Okay. Now let's start. First 3 years first 2 years we will calculate. So that is 2 into box plus 1 into box. So this box is 10,000 of 10% is 1000. 1000 of 10% is 100. So nothing but your compound interest is 2100. Clear? Then for third year, let's see. 3 into box plus 2 into box plus 1 into box. The first box is nothing but again 10,000 of 10% is 1000. Second box is 1000 of 10% is 100. But this box is very, very important. 100 plus 100 of 10%. Nothing but 110. Now that is 3000 plus 200 plus 110. The compound interest will become, right, 3310. Then if you are doing calculation for 4 years, now let's see 4 years. So that is 4 into box plus 3 into box plus 2 into box plus 1 into box. The first box is again same thing 1000. Again 1000 of 10% is 100. 100 of 10% is 110. But here 110 plus 110 of 10%. 110 of 10% is nothing but 121. Now the again compound interest will become how much here? 4641. If you are doing for 2.5 years, again 2.5 into box, 1.5 into box plus 0.5 into box. Again these boxes are filled by first 1000, next is 100, Again next is 110. So 110 of half is 55. Again 1.5 into 100 is 150. And again this is 2.5 into 1000 is 2500. Then if you add, the total is 2705. So like this we will calculate the compound interest. This is how the easiest way calculating the compound interest. Okay, at every third time it is very important. At every third time onwards it is important. Every third time onwards you are doing interest on interest. Interest plus interest on interest you are doing. This is how the compound interest is evaluated. Okay, so thank you very much. We will continue in the next class. Thank you. Take care.